solved example 4. A certain amount is equally distributed among certain number of students. Each student would get 2 rupees less if 10 students were more, and each would get 6 rupees more if 15 students were less. Find the number of students and the amount distributed. Yes, let us consider, let the number of students be X and amount given to each student be Y. Now let us have 10 students and each student is getting 5 rupees. So what will be the amount? Total amount will be 50 rupees. So here number of students are X and amount each is getting is Y. So total amount will be X into Y. Now first condition. So according to first condition, each student will get 2 rupees less if 10 students were more. So each student will get 2 rupees less if there are more 10 students. So more 10 students means X plus 10 and 2 rupees less means Y minus 2. But total amount will remain same. So this becomes multiplying XY minus 2X plus 10Y minus 20 is equal to XY. Now eliminating xy from both sides, we get 2 minus 2x plus 10y. Take this 20 over here is equal to 20. 2 is common. So 2 common, minus x plus 5y, 2 into 10. So cut 2, minus x plus 5y is equal to 10. Now second condition. So according to second condition, each student will get 6 rupees more. So amount 6 rupees more, y plus 6 if 15 students were less. Right? So students x minus 15. So it will be equal to xy. Again xy plus 6x minus 15y minus 90 is equal to xy. Eliminate this xy. X minus 15y. Take this 90 over here. If we see 3 is common. So 2x minus 5y is equal to 3 into 30. Eliminate 3. So we have 2x minus 5y is equal to 30. Equation number 2 and this was equation number 1. Now we will solve these two equations. Now see these equations. These coefficients are same but signs are different. Now we will simply add these equations. So by adding we get minus x plus 2x is equal to x. 5y minus 5y 0, this becomes 40. So number of students is equal to 40. Right? Now put x is equal to 40 in equation number 1. So it becomes minus 40 plus 5y is equal to 10. Take this 40 over here. So it will be added. 5y is equal to 50. So y is equal to 10. 50 upon 5 is equal to 10. What we have to find? Number of students which we have found and the amount distributed. So always read the statement carefully. What we have to find, that will write in the answer. Amount distributed will be x into y, that is 10 into 40 rupees 400. So let us move on to next question. Example 5. This is important example. A 3-digit number is equal to 17 times the sum of its digit. If the digits are reversed, the new number is 198 more than the old number. Also, the sum of extreme digits is less than the middle digit by unity. Find the original number. So, let us do this question. Let the digits, as it is a 3-digit number, so digits will be at 100 place, at hundreds and unit place be x, y and z. Suppose the number is 126. When we expand this, what we get? 1 into 100 plus 2 into 10 plus 6 into 1. So this is the digit at 100 place. This is the unit digit at tens place and this is the digit at unit place. So the number will be, what will be the number now? X is the 100 place. So x into 100. So 100x plus 10 into y, 10y plus z. So this is our given number. Now we'll read the statement again. A 3-digit number is equal to 17 times the sum of the digit. This number, first condition I'll write. This number 100x plus 10y plus z is equal to 17 times the sum of the digits. So digits are x, y and z. So solve this. 100x plus 10y plus z is equal to 17x plus 17y plus 17z. Take all the terms on one side. So we get 100x minus 17x plus 10y minus 17y plus z minus 17z is equal to 0. So 100 minus 17 is 83x. It is minus 7y minus 16z is equal to 0. Let it be like this only. Right. Now we'll read the second condition. So second condition, if the digits are reversed, suppose in this number 126 digits are reversed, so the numbers become 621. The middle digit remains same, the tens place digit remains same. कौन से digit change हो रहे हैं? सिर्फ 100 place के और unit place के. So, अब number क्या बन जाएगा हमारे पास? अब ये क्या बन जाएगा? 100 into z plus y 10 plus x. Only the digits at 100 and unit place will be changed. This will remain same. ये same रहेगा. So, if the numbers are reversed, then the new number is 198 more than the older number. The new number is 198 more than what? Older one, right? तो new number हमारा ये है. This is 100z plus 10y plus x. Older number हमारा ये था 100x plus 10y plus z plus 198. Take all the terms on one side. So it becomes 100z minus z plus 10y minus 10y plus x minus 100x is equal to 198. See, this becomes 99z 0. This becomes minus 99x is equal to 198. 99 common. Z minus x is equal to 99 into 2. So 99 get eliminated. We have z minus x is equal to 2. From here we'll find the value of one variable, that is z. So z comes out to be 2 plus x. Let me say it as equation number 2. Now third condition. Here there are three conditions as it is a 3-digit number, right? Also the sum of extreme digits is less than the middle digit by unity. So what are the extreme digits over here? X and z. Sum of extreme digits means x plus z is less than the middle digit. What is the middle digit? Y by unity. Middle digit से unity कम है. Unity means 1. So we have equation x plus z minus y is equal to minus 1. Equation number 3. Now put this value of z over here and in equation number 1. दोनों में put कर देते हैं. From equation 1 and 2. Or we can write put value of z from 2 in 1. So what we get? 83x minus 7y and here we get minus 16. In place of z, 2 plus x is equal to 0. So here we have 83x minus 7y minus 32 minus 16x is equal to 0. So on solving this, 67x minus 7y, take this 32 on right hand side, equation number 4. Now similar way from 2 and 3, put value of z, x plus 2 plus x minus y is equal to minus 1. 2x minus y is equal to minus 1. Here it will become minus 2. So 2x minus y is equal to minus 3, equation number 5. Now solving these two equations, what we get? 67x minus 7y is equal to 32. And here we get 2x minus y is equal to minus 3, equation number 4 and equation number 5. We'll multiply this equation by 1 and this by 7. So we get 67x minus 7y is equal to 32 and here we get 14x minus 7y is equal to minus 21. So this becomes, see, these coefficients are same and these signs are also same. So coefficient same, sign same means we will subtract. So subtracting 6 and 7, change the signs. So if we subtract here, we get 53x, 7y plus minus 7y plus 7y 0, and here we will have to add, so we get 53. So x comes out to be 53 upon 53. So x comes out to be 1. Put this value of x in equation number 5. We get 2x minus y is equal to minus 3. So it is 2 minus y is equal to minus 3, minus y is equal to minus 3 minus 2, minus y is equal to minus 5. So y comes out to be 5. Now from this equation where we have found the value of z, equation number 2, z is equal to 2 plus x. So z comes out to be 2 plus 1, right? So z is equal to 3. So the number is, what was the number? Number was 100x plus 10y plus z. So it is 100 into 1 plus 10 into 5 plus 3. So it is 100 plus 50 plus 3, which is equal to 153. We will do practice set 1.5, which contains word problems of linear equation in two variables. So let us start. The question is, two numbers differ by 3 and sum of the twice the smaller number and thrice the greater number is 19. Find the numbers. So let us consider the number. Let the smaller number be x and larger number or the greater number be y. So according to first condition, the two numbers differ by 3. So this is the smaller number, right? So it should be subtracted from this. As the answer is positive, देखिए ये छोटा नंबर है, तो जब हम बड़े वाले नंबर में से छोटे नंबर को सब्सट्रैक्ट करेंगे तभी आंसर पॉजिटिव आएगा, अदरवाइज नेगेटिव आएगा. सो हाउ विल राइट y माइनस एक्स इज इक्वल टू 3. अब हम इसको जनरल फॉर्म में लिख लेते हैं. माइनस एक्स प्लस वाई इज इक्वल टू 3, इक्वेशन नंबर 1. नाउ सेकेंड कंडीशन, the sum of twice the smaller number, sum of twice the smaller number 2x plus thrice the greater number is 19. This is equation number 2. Now we'll solve these two equations. Simply we will multiply first equation by 2 and second by 1. So it becomes minus 2x plus 2y is equal to 6, and here we get 2x plus 3y is equal to 19. Equation number 3 and 4. Now signs are different, right? But coefficients are same. So what we'll do? Add 3 and fourth equation will add minus 2x plus 2x 0. This becomes 5y and this becomes 25. So y comes out to be 25 upon 5. So y is equal to 5. Put y is equal to 5 in equation number 1. So minus x plus 5 is equal to 3. So it becomes minus x is equal to 3 minus 5. So minus x is equal to minus 2. So x comes out to be 2. The greater number is 5 and smaller number is 2. So this is done. Question number 2. I am a rectangle. Four sides of the rectangle are given and find the values of x and y. Find my perimeter and area. As this is a rectangle, we know opposite sides of a rectangle are equal, right? So we'll make two equations. So first condition I'll write. So it will be 2y is equal to x plus 4. So on rearranging, x minus 2y is equal to, see, I have written x minus 2y. So I have taken this 2y over here, take this 4 over here, minus 4, equation number 1. Equate these two sides. So second becomes 2x plus y plus 8 is equal to 4x minus y. Now take xy terms on one side, 2x minus 4x plus y because it is minus over here is equal to minus 8. Now here it becomes minus 2x plus 2y is equal to minus 8. Take 2 common, minus x plus y is equal to 2 into minus 4. Eliminate 2 from both sides. Minus x plus y is equal to minus 4, equation number 2. Now we will solve these two equations. Now see, coefficients are same, signs are different, so we will simply add. So adding these two equations, x minus x is equal to 0, and this minus 2y plus 2y is equal to minus y, and this minus minus plus minus 8, y is equal to 8. Now put y is equal to 8 in equation number 1. So x minus 2 into 8 is equal to minus 4. So it becomes x minus 16 is equal to minus 4. X is equal to minus 4 plus 16. So x is equal to 12. Now what we have to find? Perimeter. Perimeter of a rectangle. So before finding the perimeter, we should find the sides. Length of rectangle. So length of rectangle is 4x minus y. So 4x minus y, so 4 into 12 minus 8. So which is equal to 48 minus 8, 40. Then we'll find the breadth of rectangle, which is equal to 2y. So 2 into 8, 16. Right? Now units are not given, so I have written like this only. So we know area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth. So length we have 40 and breadth is equal to 16. So it comes out to be 640 square units. And perimeter of rectangle, 2 into length plus breadth. So 2 into 40 plus 16, which is equal to 2 into 56, which comes out to be 112 units. Right? So question number 3. The sum of father's age and twice the age of his son is 70. If we double the age of the father and add it to the age of his son, the sum is 95. Find their present age. So let us consider, let the present age of father be x years and present age of son be y years. So first condition will write. So what is first condition? First condition is the sum of father's age and twice the age of his son. What is father's present age? X, and twice the age of his son 2y is equal to 70. So this is equation number 1. Now come to second condition. Second condition is if we double the age of father and add it to the age of son. Right, the sum is 95. Double the age of father, 2x plus y is equal to 95. Equation number 2. So we'll solve these two equations. Multiply this equation by 2 and this by 1. So what we get? 2x plus 4y is equal to 140. 2x plus y is equal to 95. Third equation, fourth equation, same coefficients and same signs. Subtract the equations. Equation number 3 minus 4. So here what we get? 0. 3y is equal to 45. So we'll solve for y. So here we get y is equal to 45 upon 3. So y comes out to be 15. Put y is equal to 15 in equation number 2. That is 2x plus y. Y is equal to 15 is equal to 95. So 2x is equal to 95 minus 15. So 2x is equal to 80. X comes out to be 40. So age of father is equal to 40 years and age of son is equal to 15 years. This way we have done. Question number 4. It says the denominator of a fraction is 4 more than twice its numerator. Denominator becomes 12 times the numerator. If both the numerator and denominator are reduced by 6, find the fraction. So for solving this, let the numerator and denominator of the fraction be x and y, right? Now we have taken numerator as x and denominator as y. First condition is denominator of a fraction is 4 more than twice the numerator. Denominator y is 4 more than twice the numerator. Take this 2x over here. So minus 2x plus y is equal to 4, equation number 1. Now second condition, denominator becomes 12 times the numerator if both numerator and denominator are reduced by 6. अगर हम न्यूमिनेटर में से भी 6 माइनस कर देते तो ये x माइनस 6 बन जाएगा, और डिनोमिनेटर में से भी 6 माइनस कर देते हैं तो ये y माइनस 6 बन जाएगा. एंड इट इज रिटन डिनोमिनेटर becomes 12 times the numerator, and if we subtract 6 from both, so what we get? So the denominator is y minus 6. So it is y minus 6 is 12 times x minus 6. Now equation becomes y minus 6 is equal to 12x minus 72. So it becomes, take this on this side, minus 12x plus y is equal to minus 72 plus 6. Minus 12x plus y is equal to minus 66, equation number 2. Now solve these two. Now these are the same coefficient, same sign. Subtract these two equations. 1 minus 2. So change the signs. So it becomes minus 2 plus 12, which is equal to 10x, y minus y 0, and it becomes 70. So x comes out to be 7. Put x is equal to 7 in equation number 1. So minus 2 into 7 plus y is equal to 4. Minus 14 plus y is equal to 4. So y is equal to 4 plus 14. So y comes out to be 18. Now what will be the fraction? Fraction is x upon y, numerator upon denominator. So that is 7 upon 18. Question number 5, which states two types of boxes A and B are placed in a truck having capacity of 10 tons. When 150 boxes of type A and 100 boxes of type B are loaded in the truck, it weighs 10 tons. But when 260 boxes of type A are loaded in the truck, it can still accommodate 40 boxes of type B. So that is fully loaded. Find the weight of each type of box. So let us solve this. So let us take weights of boxes of type A and B, x and y kilogram respectively, right? So type A boxes have weight x kilogram and B has y kilogram. So total capacity of the truck is 10 tons. So we know 1 ton is equal to 1000 kilogram. So 10 tons will be equal to 10,000 kilogram. So we'll take the first condition. So according to first condition, 150 boxes of type A. So number of boxes are 150 and weight is x, right? So the total weight of A type boxes will be 150 into x. So this weight plus total weight of 100 boxes of B weight will be 100y, and it weighs 10 tons, right? This weight plus this weight is equal to 10 tons. So 150x plus 100y is equal to 10,000. Right? So take 10 common out. So we will have 15x plus 10y is equal to 1000. So we can still take 5 common out of this. So it becomes 5. 3x plus 2y is equal to 5 into 200. Eliminating 5 from both sides, we get 3x plus 2y is equal to 200, which is equation number 1. Now we'll write second condition. Now second condition is, but when 260 boxes of type A, right? 260 boxes of type A are loaded in the truck. So 260x plus 40B boxes can be accommodated. 40Y, so the weight will be fully loaded, means the weight will be 10,000 kilogram. So 10,000, so we'll take 10 common first with 26x plus 4y is equal to 1000. From here we can take 2 common, so we get 2 into 13x plus 2y is equal to 2 into 500. So eliminating 2, we get 13x plus 2y is equal to 500, equation number 2. Now we'll solve these two equations. So 3x plus 2y is equal to 200 and 13x plus 2y is equal to 500. Equation number 1 and 2. We see here coefficients of y are same, signs are same. So we will subtract the equation 1 minus 2. So 33 minus 13 is minus 10, 0. And here it becomes minus 300. So x comes out to be minus 300 upon minus 10. So it comes out to be 30. So x is equal to 30. Put x is equal to 30 in equation number 1. So if we put, we get 3 into 30 plus 2y is equal to 200. So it becomes 90 plus 2y is equal to 200. Taking this 90 over here, so 2y is equal to 110. So y is equal to 110 by 2. So y comes out to be 55. So weight of A type of boxes is equal to 30 kilogram and weight of B type of boxes is equal to 55 kilogram. Now the last question, question number 6 will do. The statement says out of 1900 kilometer, Vishal travelled some distance by bus and some by aeroplane. Bus travels with an average speed of 60 km per hour and average speed of aeroplane is 700 km per hour. It takes 5 hours to complete the journey. Find the distance Vishal travelled by bus. Let the distance covered by Vishal in bus. So he has travelled some distance by bus, B x kilometer, and by aeroplane B y kilometer. Now first condition we'll study out of 1900 kilometer. So the total distance covered is equal to 1900 kilometer. So total distance is 1900. So some distance is covered by bus and some distance is covered by plane. Means these sum of these two is equal to 1900. So this is our first condition. X plus y total distance is equal to 1900. This is equation number 1. Now we'll see the second condition. So in the second condition is given average speed of bus is 60 km per hour. So we have to apply formula speed is equal to distance upon time. Right? Speed is equal to distance upon time. This formula will apply and we will find the time from here. So time will be distance upon speed. Right. So we'll read the condition again. Bus travels with the average speed of 60 km per hour and a plane's average speed is 700 km per hour. It takes 5 hours to complete the journey. So we will find time required by So we'll find time required to cover x kilometer by bus. So that will be by bus x kilometer, distance x and speed is 60. So similar way time required to cover y kilometer by aeroplane will be y upon 700 and this time taken by bus and this time taken by aeroplane total is 5 hours. So second condition is this time x plus 60 plus x upon 60 plus y upon 700 is equal to 5. Right? So we'll do the LCM. So I'll use butterfly method, which I told you. Multiply the denominators. 60 into 700. Multiply these two. 700 into x, and multiply these two also. 60y is equal to 5. So what do I get? 700x plus 60y is equal to 5 into 42,000. So here I'll take 10 commons. So it becomes 70x plus 6y is equal to 21,000. So now we have two equations. We'll solve them. So we'll multiply this equation by 6 and this by 1. So what we get? 6x plus 6y is equal to 11400. And here we'll get 70x plus 6y is equal to 21,000. So same coefficient, same sign, will subtract equation number 1 and 2. So 1 minus 2. So 6 minus 70 is equal to minus 64. Minus 64x. 6y minus 6y 0. And here we have minus 9600. So we get minus 9600. So x comes out to be minus 9600 upon minus 64. So comes out to be 150. Right, kilometer. So it comes out to be, x comes out to be 150 kilometer, which we have to find. That we have to find the distance Vishal traveled by bus. Only this we have to find. If we have to find the distance which Vishal traveled by aeroplane also, so we'll put the value in equation this first equation, and we'll get the answer. So this way we have completed our first chapter. Hope you have understood all the sums, and I'll try to upload next video soon. Goodbye.